question, like what are some like the typical person who like who's a good fit for this? I know the answer is everybody, but who are, you know, if you can profile that person that takes advantage of this loan?
Yeah, sure. Some of the investor clients I've had in Chicago have been buying 2-unit properties to rehab and rent. I have a client who just finished up a rehab of a property on the west side, west of the United Center, and is leasing it out now. He bought it about a year ago and borrowed some dollars to renovate it, and now he's done, and so he's lining up his tenants, and he's going to keep it. He probably has no need to refinance because he's going to lease it, and the interest rate obviously was low, so there might not be no real reason for him to refinance. We do a lot of work on the south side and on the west side in multi-unit properties, where there are a lot of multi-unit properties, 2 to 4 units, that need to be rehabbed. And some of them are owner-occupiers, and some of them are investors. Most of them are buy and hold investors, mostly because interest rates are so low or have been so low in the last couple of years, and rents in Chicago have been so high in recent years that the numbers are much easier to make work. And so there's incentive, because there's so much positive cash flow, to retain these properties and not flip them. I see more of the flipping in the single family side than the multi-unit side. I have a client who bought a property, actually a derelict property in Inglewood, as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago. Completely rebuilt the interior. Now it's a brand new house. He had bought it at a tax sale, actually, for next to no money at all. So he paid cash at a tax sale. But he spent his cash at the tax sale, so he didn't have all the cash needed to do a rehab. And I think he spent about $75,000 on his rehab. So he came to us for a refinance rehab loan of a property he had bought in cash. And these work at purchase time just as well as a refinance of an existing property that an investor might want to refresh, update. So you can do this as a refinance as well. And I have investor clients that have done that. Some other investor clients I have done that have bought foreclosures, single family houses particularly, spent a base amount of money, maybe $50,000 to $75,000 on a base rehab, and then turned them around and sold them, 6-7 months later, and took their profit and moved on, and even went on to the next one or the next one. So this can be done serially or sequentially. Again, it's subject to Fannie and Freddie guidelines, but it's designed for investors that would never have more than, let's say, 10 financed properties at once. That's a Fannie Freddie guideline. It's not designed for someone who already has 50 properties. That's a whole different client base that these loans were not meant for.